Yes. Hello, YouTube. Merry Christmas from the Star Wars Daddy, as well as the wife of the Star Wars Daddy who's filming. We're here on Christmas Day, and it looks like there's some presents that need to be opened. And I hope everybody got the presents that you wanted this Christmas. All those Star Wars gifts. What's that?
Can we start with this one?
Oh, okay. Let's open up this one. Well, that sounds like a good plan. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. Okay. Here. Let's take a look.
What is
Oh
it?
my gosh. Don't tell me these are last 17 figures complete that are mint, that have their coins, because I don't have last 17s with their coins, except for one. I have a Monomon graded with his coin. That's the only one. And I don't really collect coins, but if this is what I think it is, I'll have to send all of these off for grading to replace the ones that I already have in my collection that don't have the coins. Let me just take a look. And it comes with our card backs too? No way. Wow, this is awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, but Princess Leia, she's not last 17, but she has her coin in here? Oh my goodness. And look at all these. This is incredible. This is the greatest Christmas ever. All right, let's just dive right into the incredible present that I got that was filled with last 17 complete figures with their coins and card backs. The goal of probably all these figures is to send them off to grading to be graded with their coins. I had all these graded already in my collection, but without the coins, except for a Monomon, which I will just keep in my collection, and I'm selling off currently the Monomon with his card back, coin, and his staff. But let's dive in. We got the Princess Leia Organa. This is the Power of the Force card. These guys are Endor Blaster, and as you can see here, the coin is just, I mean, it looks like it just came right off the card. It's in this protective case. She is in exceptional condition. I couldn't find a single mark, paint rub, anything. I mean, she looks, again, like she just came off the card as well. The Endor Blaster. And so she will be sent off to grading. Let's see the back of the card real quick. There's the back of the card. Somebody did the proof of purchase punch out to get something for free, probably at this time. What was it? Who knows what it was at this time? But maybe it was one of the coins. I don't know. But incredible condition. All right, here is Lando, General Lando, with the solid black Palace Blaster here. And he is, again, in mint condition. I couldn't find anything on him as well. There's no marks. There's no paint rubs. His cape is just perfect with no staining on it. Sometimes there's like little stains you'll find on it, or even little like tear marks where the threads are starting to come undone. And there's that coin. And that coin, as I get some reflections on it, you can see it looks like it just came right off the card. It's beautiful. We'll take a look at the back. Somebody cut out, I think, probably for the proof of purchase, it was right here. No, proof of purchase is right here. Oh, maybe, no, I have no idea why someone would cut that out right there. Why would someone cut that out? Who knows? But, you know, the card actually is in pretty good condition, pretty straight as it is. But, you know, the entire blister just ripped off half the card there. Then someone cut this part out. I don't know why someone would cut that out. But anyways, there he is. He'll be sent off to grading. I have currently... depends on when you watch this video, but currently on eBay, I have my graded, I think, 85 plus version of him that's being sold right now, but without the coin. And so that'll end today on eBay. Okay, here's Barada. Barada is looking pretty decent. You know, it's always this backpack, and I don't see any paint rubs on the backpack in here. There's sometimes some fading too to this, to his torso area. But I don't see any of that at all. Again, another figure looks like he just came out the card. The joints just wiggle slightly, but it looks like they probably have never been moved. And there's that coin. And that coin, again, came right off the card from right here. And there's that staff. We'll take a look at the back of the card. So this one's a complete card. I mean, there's the proof of purchase. No cutouts on this one. And, I mean, it looks pretty decent. Unfortunately, that kid or whatever just tore that thing right off, but pretty decent shape for the card. Ramba, and this is a pretty torn up card for him, but As I look at Ramba, I don't see any kind of fading, any kind of staining or marking. There's maybe the slightest little bit of factory paint just didn't get down here onto the sash that goes around his belt thing here that goes here. But beyond that, there's nothing here. I mean, I would assume this is at least an 85 plus figure. And then there's that coin. And obviously the wild card is the coins, right? The coins could bring down the overall grade of the figure. So it just depends on how those coins grade, I think. But overall, I feel like every one of these figures is an 85 or above. So we will see. So here's just another beat up card. And there's the proof of purchase cut out. And again, I don't understand why this part is cut out. So if anybody knows, let me know why someone might have cut out this side of the card. But I feel like there's nothing there to be cut out. So it's kind of a weird cut. Maybe it was to fit into something, like they cut all of them like this so they could fit into a folder or something that was, had a cutout like that. I just have no idea. But anyways, there's Ramba. All right, we got Paplu here, looking in incredible condition. And I'm just looking, there's lots of times like dust and stuff will get into his headdress here. And I'm not seeing much at all. I will probably just do a little touch-up cleanup before I send it in for grading. There is a slight different color, I think, in the, just to the limbs are just slightly darker than the torso. I'll take a look at it underneath some magnification just to see if it really is or if it's just the lighting in here. And then there's that Paplu staff that comes with it. And here's that coin. We'll get some reflection on it so we can see it pretty well. It's in, again, exceptional condition. There's maybe a little slight mark on there I can see on the coin. So I'll do a little quick rub on it to see if I can get that to come off. And then here we go. We got Phillies versus the Orioles. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Phillies versus Orioles, I think, is what the kid wrote on here. And it says, like a duck. So who knows what that means. But you can see the kid who owned this, he circled the ones probably that he either had or needed in the collection. And a little beat up on that card there. The Imperial Dignitary. And he is known for the infamous nose rub, but there is not a single nose rub on him at all. There is a small little, I probably can't even see on the camera. There's a tiniest little, smaller than a pinhole, little black mark right here on his chin. And so that is probably the only thing that I can see on this figure. Otherwise, bright purple and bright red colors. This guy just pops, doesn't he? And then we got the coin there, and the coin again is in exceptional condition. And again, here's that same kind of cutout here on the card. Proof of purchase is still there, and but so otherwise it would have been a pretty decent card, except for just the giant tear out of the blister that happened. But there he is. There's Luke Skywalker in the battle poncho with the solid black Palace blaster. And there's a little fuzzy that was on there. I got that off. And we look at his hand. That's the most important thing here. Not a single paint rub at all on the hand. Then on the helmet that goes around him. Now look, here's a factory error right down here. There's some green paint that got rubbed onto this. I guess that would be his hair down here underneath the helmet. And so that is going to cause a problem. Man, this might end up being like an 80 plus maybe on the figure because of that. Otherwise, I mean, that is the only issue on this figure. Super tight limbs. Looks like he came off the card and just a factory error just on the back of the head there. And then here's that coin. We'll take a look at that coin. And the coin is exceptional. This one's incredible here. And then there's that signature cutout right there with the proof of purchase missing here on the back. And there's the card. All right, here's a Monomon who I have up for sale right now on eBay. This guy's in mint condition. There's not a mark on him. No factory errors that I can see in the paint. There's maybe just a slight little green mark that's right here on the inside of the fingers and maybe just right there. But overall, there's no paint wear at all to the figure. And there's that staff. They tend to have that bend to almost all of them. And then there's the coin. The coin is awesome. But this is up for sale right now. I think it's north of $250 and it ends later today. So I'm hoping it goes for $300 plus. That would be awesome just based on the condition and having the card back with it. Still has the proof of purchase, no cutouts. But look, I mean, The kid was anxious to open this one. Just rip that thing right off the card. Okay, here's the A-Wing pilot. And we're going to be looking on the hands and on his face. And I don't see a paint rub anywhere on him. There's a small little dark mark that's right here on the back of his arm. I'll try to see if that will rub off, but that is the only thing I can see on this figure. And you got the solid solid black Endor blaster, and it is the correct factory released version of this for the A-Wing pilot. And there's that beautiful coin. And the card back is pretty decent, except for obviously the tear on the blister. Proof of purchase is still there, and card is pretty decent. So I just put some a light fingernail to that dark mark that was on his arm and is now gone. So it was just something that had rubbed on there, and I just rubbed it right off. And so he is going to be absolutely mint going into grading. All right, we've got the Imperial Gunner here, and again another mint figure. We look at the emblems on the shoulders, and those emblems are almost perfect. And sometimes there's some fading that comes up in here. And then there's also a lot of times, I see it all the time. I have one that's currently going to be up for sale later today on eBay. But there's this cracking that happens here in the helmet on a lot of these. And there you can, and I can see, I don't know if it's visible here, but there is the slightest bit of cracking that you can see that's kind of like deeper into the helmet. But some of them come right to the surface and create all kinds of grooves and whatnot in the back of the helmet. But this guy does not have that situation. So this is going to be another high graded figure. We've got the correct black Endor blaster here that is that matches up with the factory at which the Imperial Gunner came from. And then here's that coin, and this one is beautiful. I mean, I don't see a mark or a scratch or anything on it. And then the card, we got a full card here. Another rip out of the blister. Proof of purchase is there. And everything else looks pretty good on this card. Last but not least, EV99 in incredible condition. It looks like the arms have never even been touched. They're the identical positioning for each arm. And so I'm not even going to touch them. There's the slightest leg bend, which we see a ton of in these figures here, which is unfortunate. But otherwise, there's no markings, no factory error on the paint. It's going to be another high-graded figure for sure. And then there's that coin. And the coin literally looks like it just came right off the card. I don't see any marks or scratches on it at all. And there again is that infamous cutout on the card. Proof of purchase still there. Somebody tore off something here on the back of the card. I'm not sure what would have been there. But look at all these. I think all of them were from Circus World, which I don't know. That store was not here on the Northwest that I know of. But $2.94 for this guy. What a steal, huh? All right, guys. Well, here it all is. A Christmas miracle for me. All these figures are incredible last 17 figures, except for the Princess Leia with the poncho there. But again, with the coin is going to look incredible once it's graded by CAS. And so I'll have a follow-up video to this, which will be getting into CAS, selecting all these figures and to be with their coin, putting them into a checkout, and then showing how I'm packaging them and sending them all. All the card backs are going to be sold on my eBay site. Monomon is already up for sale right now. The Paplu, I have a Little Letty Paplu being graded with a Little Letty card back currently. So at some point, I might put him up for sale as well. But definitely, I got tons of items on eBay right now. Everybody go check those out. I think there's 90 some that are ending today, 85 ending next week. There's going to be another 80 the week after that. Just tons of vintage Kenner Star Wars items. So anything that you probably could be looking for as far as vehicles, mini rigs, action figures, etc., it's all going to be on eBay. I appreciate your time, and Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everybody had an amazing Christmas. Thanks, everybody. Be ready. No way. It gets me every time. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you had an incredible Christmas. I hope you have an amazing New Year. From the Star Wars Daddy, from the wife of the Star Wars Daddy, we both wish you the greatest holiday season. And can't wait for all the new videos coming in 2024. We're up to 50 subscribers. I know it's only been a few weeks, but listen, I am blown away by all the support that I've received so far. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I think you know what to do. Let's like it, let's subscribe, let's hit that bell notification, let's make a comment. Wish me a Merry Christmas and I'll wish you one right back. I appreciate all the support again. Thank you. Merry Christmas.